Alright. So I'll write these down so that if you didn't get the right spelling the first time, you can fix it real quick. Alright, number one, what's many?
كثير.
Kathirun.
How many?
Some new screens there, it's nice. You
Kathirun.
take advantage of these, brother.
Sorry, what?
Screens?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Oh, we should, yeah. Kathirun is a lot, right? Or many, or a quantity, a big quantity. What's the opposite? Few?
Qaleel.
Qalilun. Qalilun. Okay. And let's go in order. Sister Tahira, what did you put for short?
Kasirun.
Qasirun. Excellent. Qasirun.
Do you have one of the things that's confusing for me really is like I know the word and when I try to spell it, I spell it wrong. Mostly because it's hard for me to detect when I need an alif as opposed to a fatha or a ya as opposed to a kasra. Is there anything you can say to help us on that? Or?
Most of the time, the pattern for the adjectives is on the pattern of fa'ilun. So if you learn the patterns of words, then those will help you because like most of the words are on like these patterns. Fa'ilun, like baridun, or hashimun, like names, specifically names are on fa'ilun, like hamidun. Adjectives are usually on this pattern: fa'ilun, alimun, hakimun.
Okay, you said adjectives. What was the other one? What's on that pattern?
These are names usually. These are adjectives. This is a general rule. And then there's also another pattern called maf'ul, which is sort of adjectives. Words or adjectives. Then there's also fu'ulun is another pattern. Okay. So these are all patterns of nouns, and you can usually fit the words into these patterns. Okay. So it may or may not help, but yeah. Okay. Qasirun is short. What's tall, Sister Shireen? Tawilun. Tawilun. Okay. What I didn't put, I guess not really forgot, but there's a difference between, or not, I guess not that big difference, but big and small is you can sort of exchange it sometimes. Like if you want to say tall is like a height thing. Like if you want to say someone is tall or short, you say tawil or qasir. You can also use kabir for big and saghir for small. Okay. Kabirun, saghirun for big and small. Okay. What is near, brother Anwar?
Near.
Close.
Qaribun.
Qaribun. Okay. Qaf. Qaribun. And what's far, brother Najmul?
Ba'idun.
Ba'idun.
From Brother Allah.
Thank you for the acknowledgement.
Brother Ala, what's cold?
Baridun.
Baridun. Okay. So this is on the pattern of fa'ilun. Okay. And what's hot, Sister Tahira?
Hot, harun.
Harun. Harun. The ra has a shadda. Okay, Harun.
Really?
Yes. It's not Harun, it's Harun. Harun. Sister Shireen, what is poor?
Faqir.
Faqirun. And rich, Brother Anwar?
Ghaniyun.
Ghaniyun. Ghaniyun.
Allahu ghaniyun. Kullu muslimun faqirun.
Excellent. MashaAllah. Speaking Arabic already. Brother Najmul. Now what's the next one? Rich. No, you already said rich. Old.
Old. Qadimun.
Qadimun. And Brother Ala, the new?
Shadidun.
Jadidun. So Tahira, what is dirty?
Wasiqun.
Wasikhun. Wasikhun. Sister Shireen, new?
Yeah.
Sorry, clean.
Nafizatun.
Sorry?
Nafizatun or nafiz?
Not nafil, nadif.
Nazif.
Nadifatun. Or sorry,
Oh,
just
we know, sorry.
nadif. Just nadif. You can say nadifatun if it's feminine thing you're describing. Light, Brother Anwar?
No, I think we confused with window. Nafizatun.
Nafidatun.
That's what we do.
Nafis?
Clean windows.
Yeah, nafida. Brother Anwar, what's light? Did anyone get that?
No, I don't.
Khafifun.
Khafifun. I
Khafifun.
think Sister Tahira looked it up, right?
Yes, I looked at my book.
Inshallah.
I made a list.
Okay, that's good. Khafifun. And what's heavy, Brother Najmul?
I didn't write it.
Shakilun.
Thaqilun. Thaqilun. Thaqilun is heavy. Last one, closed. My Brother Ala.
Probably like khalaq.
Mukhlaqun.
Mughlaqun. 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 And open, Sister Tahira.
Maftuhun.
Maftuhun. Pattern of maf'ulun. Maftuhun. Okay? Alright. Before we go on, I'll just tell you, there's a shortcut to all of these. So, if you only know one, and you don't remember the other one, you can just put a word in front of it, and then it'll just mean not that. Just like in English you say, it is not big. Like if something is small, you say it's not big. So what would you say in Arabic?
Ma.
There's a word.
Laysa.
Lice.
No, not laysa. It's just...
La.
No?
La.
No. غير.
Ghayr.
غير. Okay? غير means it is not. Or
Different.
something. Okay? So if I want to say, if I can't remember the word صغير and I'm trying to think, okay, I don't know what small is, so I'll just say not big. So I'll just say غير كبير. Okay? If I can't remember what's tall, and I want to say it's not short, غير قصير.
Could we have put that for the answers?
No. But this is in all languages, right? So if you can't think of the word, just think of the opposite word. Or just think of the word that's opposite and say it's not that. Okay? غير. Alright, let's do the standalone pronouns. What are the 14? Okay?
Anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna.
Okay.
Ana, nahnu.
Okay? Who remembers the song?
We need to call
It's
it.
gone.
هو هما هم هي هما هن أنت أنتما أنتم أنتِ أنتما أنتن أنا نحن. Okay? I'm not gonna write it, just but what did we say on the finger, right? So the first finger is huwa, huma, hun, right? It's three in each. Hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, and then the na. Okay? So this goes third person singular, third person dual, third person plural, third person feminine singular, feminine dual, feminine plural, and then second person, and then the first person. Okay? So that's the order. We've learned this order because this order comes also in verbs. Okay? This order is not everyone learns it in this order, but this is just easy for us to to teach. Alright, but the attached ones are the ones that you attach in front of different things. So, what's the attached version of huwa? Who? Okay, let me write it. So it's who, and then for two of them, for huma is huma, right? It doesn't change. And then for hum is hum. Okay. Hiya is ha. Okay. And then huma is the same, huma. And then for hiya, huma, hunna is hunna, right? So it doesn't change. All right. What is for anta?
Ka.
Ka. And then antuma?
Kuma.
Kuma.
Kum.
Kuma. And then antum is?
Kum.
Kum. Anti?
Kunna.
Ki.
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 And then antuma?
Kuma.
Kuma. And then antunna?
Kunna.
Kunna. Okay. And then for I? Ana?
Ya.
Ya. And then nahnu?
Na.
Nahnu is na. Okay. Alright. The point I'm trying to say is that these attached pronouns, they can be attached to nouns, verbs, particles, such as prepositions, inna and the sisters of inna. Okay, so they're basically like a catch-all. That's why it's really, really important to know these, because they're gonna be attached to everything, almost everything, even also adverbs. Okay. Basically anything that you'll come across, if you see these endings at the end of them, it's an attached pronoun. Okay, but they do different things. Okay, they mean different things. So if I attach, let's say ka to the word bait, and I say baytuka, what does the baytuka mean?
Your house.
Your house, right? So here it's standing as a possessor, as the kaf, the attached pronoun, is basically the possessor, right? This is, in Arabic, what do we call this? Mudaf, mudaf ilayhi. Mudaf and mudaf ilayhi, right? Mudaf and mudaf ilayhi.
But that's not what possessor means, right?
Yeah, possess, mudaf ilayhi is the object that is owning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay? So instead of saying baytu ala, house of ala, I can just say baytuka, your house. Okay? But here's the thing, when I attach the same ka to a verb, and I say sa'alaka, or let's say sa'altuka, and I say sa'altuka, it means
I asked you.
I asked you. Okay? So here, what's the ka doing? It's the object. Okay, so it's the object of the verb. Okay? So the verb is sa'al, tu is the subject, and ka is the object. So that's all I'm trying to say, is that these attached pronouns, they're gonna be attached to almost everything, but they're gonna mean different things when they're attached to noun versus verb versus they can be attached to adverbs like tahta. Tahta means what? Underneath, right? So if I say tahtaka, what does that mean?
Underneath you.
Under you. Okay, under you. Alright?
Brother, wa huwa kulli shay'in qadir.
Mm-hmm.
So wa huwa
Mm-hmm.
kulli shay'in qadir.
Okay.
So in that mudaf ilayhi,
Which part?
after hamza, wa huwa.
So wa huwa is he, right?
Yeah.
And he.
Yeah.
Did you say ala or wa huwa?
كل شيء قدير.
It's usually ala. Wa huwa ala kulli shay.
على كل شيء.
Yeah, so ala is what? On. It's a harf jar. The ism that follows it is kulli, so it's majroor, right? Kullu means what?
Everything.
All or every, right?
Wow.
Kullu. Okay? And then, so because of ala, kullu becomes
كلي.
kulli, and then shay'un,
Remember your patterns.
oh man, no, it's shay, kulli shay'in, right? So kulli shay'in, actually anything with kulli is mudaf ilayhi. Right, so kulli shay'in is mudaf ilayhi. So if I say kullu ta'am, all the food, it's mudaf ilayhi. Kulli shay, all the things, mudaf ilayhi.
Wait, where's the mudaf?
Kulli
Even it's not possessor.
Mudaf
It's not
ilayhi is
saying
shay'in.
who
shay'in.
belongs to.
Yeah, it's not like that, but it's just
Yeah.
kulli.
That's not really apparent. I mean, just
Yeah, it's
gotta
not
think about
apparent.
it.
Yeah, because it's just a construction of kulli. And then qadir is powerful. Qadir is also on the pattern of fa'il. So you can, if you figure out the pattern, then you can know the roots. So qadir, the root is qadara. Qadara is to be like powerful. So any word with that root you come across, then you'll know it has to do with that root. All right, let's go to lesson 9. We'll read the English part, and then we'll give some homework, and then we will be done. So we're reading lesson 9. We did points 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's go over number 2 really quickly. So number 2, the point number 2 was just about this thing right here, the ya mutakallim for the I. Okay. All they're saying is that when you have the I as the object of a verb, what do you have to put before it? A noon, right? So I can't say, if I'm saying I asked, it doesn't really make sense, but you can say I asked me, right? I asked, let's say you're asking yourself something, and you want to say sa'altu, and then you want to put the ya there because you're asking yourself. So if you just put the ya mutakallim there, it's gonna be sa'altu'i or sa'alti. The ya is gonna drag it down. It's gonna mess it up. So you put a noon there, the noon of wiqaya, the noon of protection. So you can say sa'altuni. I asked myself, or I asked me.
That's what you gave today, right? That man hit
Yeah.
me.
Yes, the man hit me. Darabani. Darabani ar-rajul. And it's okay if the subject comes after the.
Yeah.
So how do you say I hit the man?
How would you say I hit the man?
Darabtu rajula.
Darabtu ar-rajula. Ar-rajula. What if you say I hit him?
Darabtuhu.
Darabtuhu, right? So all you do is just put the after darabtu, I hit who? Who. Okay. Alright, so that was point number 2. We did point number 3, right? Fi'l at-ta'ajjub. Yes? Yeah, we did. Ma atyaba, how good are you? Ma afqaraha, how poor she is. So you can take any of these adjectives and basically make it into that fi'l at-ta'ajjub. Like you can say ma anzafa hadha al-fasl, how clean is this classroom? Or you can say ma aqraba hadha al-kursi, how close is this chair? Something like that. Okay? So that's the express wonder. Okay, let's go to number 4. Brother Ala, do you want to read?
Oh yeah.
We have learned in book 1 that a noun after ya takes only one dhamma. In other words, ya hamadu,
Hamidu.
hamidu, ya balalu,
Bilalu.
ya balalu,
It's Bilal.
Ya Bilalu. What am I saying?
Balal.
Ya Bilal. Sorry, Ya Bilal. Ya Ustad. Ya Waladu.
Ya waladu, okay? So why do you only put one dhamma after the ya?
Because it's specific.
It's specific. In other words, it's definite, right? If I want to say waladun, it means a boy. But if I'm specifying the boy or you boy, I say ya waladu. I have to drop the second dhamma. The same thing when something you put al in front of it, you have to drop the second dhamma, right? So it's the same thing with ya because it's now definite. When something is definite, it cannot have tanween. All right. Now it says. Now if the noun after the ya is mudaf, it is mansoob. Okay? What they're saying now is that there's an exception with the ya, or not an exception, the rule with the ya is that if it's followed by a mudaf, then that mudaf has to be mansoob. Okay? So let's say instead of calling the boy, I want to say the daughter of Bilal. The daughter of Bilal is bintu Bilalin. But if I say ya, O daughter of Bilal, I have to say ya binta. I have to say ya binta because the mudaf is bint. Right? Mudaf ilayhi, daughter of Bilal. Read the second example, Sister Tahira.
Ya ukhta Hamidun.
Muhammadin.
Oh, Muhammad.
Do you have Hamidun or Muhammad?
No, Muhammadin. Yeah, sorry.
Ya ukhta.
Muhammadin.
Ya ukhta Muhammadin. So notice if you don't have the fatha on the ta, put a fatha there.
I don't have.
Yeah, so put a fatha there because it's mansoob. Okay? Ya ukhta. Okay? What if it was just Muhammad? What if it was just Muhammad? If you were calling Muhammad, how would you say it?
Ya
Muhammad.
Muhammadu.
Ya Muhammadu, right? Ya Muhammadu. Or if you were saying oh sister.
Oh, wait a minute.
Ya ukhta.
Ya ukhtu.
Wouldn't it be Ya Muhammada?
No.
If it's
Ya
mansoob?
Muhammadu. Nope. It would be Ya Muhammadu.
Why would it be? If it's mansoob, it means it's the fatha. Why? I mean, why
Yeah,
would-
no. So if it's just one word, and the ya is there, then it doesn't change. It stays.
Oh, it's only this mudaf.
It's
Yeah.
mudaf
Got it.
ilayhi, yeah. If you were saying, son of Muhammad, ibn Muhammad, then you would say ibn. So only the mudaf becomes mansoob. Okay. Yeah.
Ya ibn.
Sister Shireen, read the next one.
Ya abna akhi.
Yabna akhi. Yabna akhi, because the alif before the ibn is a hamzatul wasl, right? The hamzatul wasl doesn't get pronounced if there's something before it. So you say yabna akhi, O son of my brother, right? O nephew, basically. Ibn akhi is nephew. So brother Anwar, read the next one.
Ya Rabbal Kaaba.
Ya Rabbal Ka'ba.
Kaaba.
Rabb al-Ka'ba is also mudaf ilayhi, right? The
Yeah.
Lord of the Ka'ba.
Kaaba.
So you have to say Rabba. You can't say Rabbu. Brother Najmu, next one.
Ya Abdullahi.
Ya Abdullahi. Excellent. So here the name Abdullah is now changed to
Abdullahi.
Abdullah. No, Abdullah.
Abdullah.
So when if you're calling someone with the name Abdullah, you can't say Ya Abdullah. You have to say Ya Abdullah. Okay? Because grammatically, abd is a mudaf. This next one, Ya Aba Bakr. Ya Aba Bakr.
Oh, Abu Bakr.
Oh, Abu Bakr, literally the father of Bakr. So Abu Bakr is basically like a nickname, or it just means, the father of Bakr. It says, note that the accusative form of Abu is Aba. So this is one of the exceptions where the spelling of the word changes instead of just the fatha, right? Because with every other word before this, only the haraka has changed. But with Abu, the waw changes to an alif. Okay? So this is specifically for Abun. and it's also specific for akhun. I think we learned this before. So those are the exceptions. There's also a few more exceptions. Alright, so that was number 4. Brother Najmul, do you want to read number 5?
We have learned in book 1 that the noun after come, how many, is singular and mansub.
Mm-hmm.
But if the word come is preceded by a preposition, the noun following it may be majrur or mansub. As for example, come riyalan indaka. How many riyals have you?
You read the second example?
Become riyalan or riyalin hazar. How many riyals does it cost?
Okay, so basically what they're saying is that second example that we just read, you can either say become riyalan or become riyalin. And the way that they explain it is here, both riyalan and riyalin are permissible because of the preposition ba or bi. In the same way we can say fi kam yawman or fi kam yawmin. Okay? So basically they're saying if bi or fi comes before kam, then you can make the word that you're talking about either mansub or majrur. Okay? Both are jaiz. Alright, number 6, Brother Anwar, read.
When the interrogative ma is preceded by a preposition, the alif of ma is dropped.
Okay, what's the interrogative ma? It means what? Right?
What?
So it is not the ma that we learned right now in ma akthara. Not that ma. It is not the ma that means
How many?
I didn't do something like ma sa'ala, ma sa'altu, I didn't ask. It's the ma of the question, like ma hadha, that question. So what's the first example, Brother Anwar?
Bima, bi plus ma.
Which means?
With what?
With what? Okay, so bima is basically b plus ma. Okay, with what? The second example?
Second example, liman.
Lima.
Lima, yeah. Lima is li plus ma for what and why.
For what and why? So these are important questions. So important because they're questions, right? Whenever you see them, you know you're being asked a question. And the last one, or not the last one?
Mimma, so min plus ma. From what? Note that the noun of
The
min
noon.
has been assimilated to the mim of ma.
Right. So basically, instead of saying min ma, it's just easier to say mimma.
Mimma.
Next one.
Imma. So
Amma.
Amma. So amma, see, plus ma. About what? Note that the noun of
The noon.
there. Note that the noun of an has been assimilated to the mim of ma.
Okay. So this is in the Surah An-Naba. Amma yatasaalun. About what they are asking. Okay? Yatasaalun is they are asking each other. About what they are asking. So these are very important questions. Alright, well, the homework for Monday is lesson 9, exercise, we did exercise 6, okay, exercise 7 is writing the words with the haraka at the end. Writing the words with the haraka at the end. If it's one word, then you put a dhamma. If it's mudaf ilayhi, you have to put a fatha or a mansub on the first word, right? That first word.
So, number 7.
7. Let's see. Also,
That's a long one.
number 8. Okay. Number 8 is so it's a weekend, right? It's 2 days. It says ponder the examples, then change what follows into plural and feminine, and then put the endings on it. So basically, you'll see it in singular, like the first example, رأيت سيارة. You have to change it into plural, رأيت سيارات. And notice that if it's mansoob and majroor, they both will have kasras at the end. Remember the rule for the jama muannath is that you don't get a fatha on it. Okay? Any questions? Okay. So inshallah we'll meet on Monday. And subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik wa ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.